Hi everyone, this is Abrar. Welcome to Abrar Knowledge channel. Today in this video, we will be talking about Minitab descriptive statistic. And particularly, we will be talking about two subjects. One is called MSSD. You might have heard this one, very useful one. Mean of successive squared differences. And then we will talk about something called quartile. We'll talk about what is first quartile, third quartile, what is called interquartile range, that is Q3 minus Q1, all this. So this is part 3 in the Minitab navigation series, and this is I'm also going to compare Minitab versus Excel in terms of speed, in terms of data, how accurately it pulls. We can also will talk about it. So this is my 44th video, and thank you so much for all your support. And in Minitab, specifically talking about Minitab, this is 23rd series using the Minitab tool, and this is the normal one you should get it. So I'm going to compare Minitab versus Excel. Please stay tuned till the end, you will get the entire message. So let's talk about the same data which I have used in the following video. The same calories data I have, and I have a 15th data. So all I need to do is I need to find out what is n equal to 15, and quartile and all that. So this is one which we will be doing in Excel as well. The same thing I will we can do it in Minitab also as well. The same thing, there is something called mean of successive squared differences. So how to do that, we will also will talk about it, and how to do it in Minitab also as well. So these two we can directly do it in Excel first, and then we can also do it in Minitab. Let me open the Excel. So this is the data I have. Let's talk about mean of successive squared differences. So this is the calorie, this is the variables I have. My variables has got 15th data, 15 n equal to 15. So in this one, what I need to do is, the formula is this, the one, this is the half of the mean of successive squared differences. For example, if the data is 1, 2, 4, 10, the successive difference are 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. 4 minus 2 is 2. 10 minus 4 is 6. So MSSD refers to 1 square, 2 square, 6 square by 2. So all of these things you need to do a mean and then by 2. So you will get 6.83. Exactly in the same thing, first value you need to leave, and the second value minus the first value. That's what I have done. Let me do everything and give you demonstrations. So what you can do is, you can give, this is my data set, and what I'm going to find out the differences equal to, this is the value minus the previous value, and then you can drag this up until here. So all these value got calculated. Just to cross check, 1900 minus 1900 is 0, and 3800 minus 3900 is minus 100. So perfect. And then what I have to, this is the squared I have done. So previous value, this value, current value minus previous value. The next one is a squared one. All I need to do is square this up. So into same value, 2 times I need to do that, and then you can drag this up. So just double check this value. Now it is being done. So now what I have to do, once it is done, the mean of the squared value, right? So for that I have to find out the formula, equal to average, and then you can find out all these value. So this is the value. I'm going to get rid of the decimal value. I just need only the number. Okay, and now we have got these value also as well. The whole thing, what we have to do, we have to divide by 2, equal to by 2. So this is the value I have. Again, I will get rid of the decimal. So this is what you have got in the Excel version, right? In Excel version, what we did, we have just taken this data, and then we calculated difference, we squared it, and we found out something called square of mean, and then we got therefore we got MSDT, that is mean of successive square differences we have got. Let me feed this value. Now almost we have taken 2 minutes to calculate all of these things, right? Let's say the same example. Let me do it in mini tab. So this is the value I have got. I have just pasted this value. So please make sure that data has to be in small to big, descending order. That is very, ascending order. That is very, very important. Otherwise minitab will automatically will do it. So we'll talk about that example also as well. So in this, it's already sorted. The data is sorted. So in this one, statistic, you can go to basic statistic. You can ask for display descriptive statistic. In this you will have variables and then statistics. So in this one, I don't want anything except I just need to find out the MSST. That's the only thing we will find out. Okay. Okay. So now how much we got? 25993. In Excel version, how much we got? 25993. That's a great, in fraction of second, you will be able to do it. The same thing, no, I want everything. I want mean, standard deviation, everything. So simple, you can go to statistic, you can give all, and you will have all of these things in fraction of second. That's it. So how much n equal to 15, and number of missing terms is 0, cumulative number is 15, percentage 100, mean is 2438, and all these value you got. So this also we got 25993. I wanted to store this value in the column. How to do? Very simple. Go to start basic statistic, store, and then it will ask that what to store. I wanted to store, okay, I just wanted to store only this one. So you can also do that. So this is how we can do it in the Minitab. This is all about MSST. Let's talk about quartile. Very, very interesting subject, right? So the same data, and also let's say the same data, I have this data is not in order, right? So for example, let's say 1 4 is there, and let's say let me swap the data. So let me, even if you swap, what Minitab will do, Minitab will already will pick up and make the data like small to big, and it will do a calculation perfectly. You don't need to do it. But while you're doing with the main Excel, you have to sort the data by yourself. Let's talk about, this is something we did. Let me give the same file name, MSST. Let's talk about one more example. The same data, I'm going to do a quartile. Same data, I'm going to find out quartile. So let's do it in Excel first. So number of turns, this is the actual data I have. The calories consumed data I have. I have a number of terms like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How much I have? I have 15 data. So number is 15 data I have, n equal to 15. Quartile formula you all know. So quartile is n plus 1 by 4. That means whole data distributed by 4, quartile, 1 by 4, right? So n plus 1. So n is 15 plus 1 is 16. 16 by 4 is 4. So quartile is 4. The 4 range is 1670. The Q1 is 1670. Let's talk about Q3. Q3, again the same formula, n plus 1 by 4. You just need to, because we are talking about third quartile, right, into 3. So into 3 is 4 into 3 is 12, and so 12th data we got 3000. Let's see, and then okay, this is quartile 1, this is quartile 3, and what is called IQR, interquartile range, meaning like Q3 minus Q1, the maximum minus minimum. So in this case 3000 minus 1670, that is 1330. This is how you have to do it in Minitab. In the Excel. Let me just erase down all the data. Let me demonstrate to you one by one so that you will be able to correlate. So this is the data set I have, 1, 2, and just copy paste this data, and then number is so you can see the last number is 15. I have given 15. Quartile 1 formula is equal to n equal to 15 plus 1, and since I'm going to do divisions, better to give a bracket. So 4, this is the value I have got. The same formula, all I need to insert is 3, third quartile, right? So now in this case, okay, so in this case what we can do is, let me give overall one, or let me, there is many ways to do it, or whatever the value I get it into 3, sorry, whatever the value I get it into 3, yeah, so 12. So so this is the one, q1 is fourth value is this one, let me highlight in some color, and 12th value is this one, and iqr is equal to interquartile range. So 12th value is 3000 minus 1670, 1330. Let's do it in let's do it in Minitab. It's very easy. I have to copy paste the data. Let me copy the, I copied the data, I have pasted here. So it is indicated as C1, this is a variable one. And then I had to go to basic statistic, and then let me go to basic statistic, and then display descriptive statistic. So in this case, I will give F3. I will come from the beginning, calorie consumed, and then statistic. In the statistic, I'll give none. I just wanted to find out quartile, first quartile, third quartile, and inter quartile range, right? So just give okay. So you can see 1670, 3000, 1330. Let's take this value and compare with Excel version. So see here, 1670, this is one. Q3 we got 3000, fantastic, and EQR 1330. Let's say I want all these values. So for this one, I want everything. You can just give all, it will give all the value, like n equal to 15, and how much percentage, what is the mean value, what is the standard deviation, what is NSSD that we talked about, and what is IQR, and what is this one. The same thing I wanted to store in the column. How to do? Very simple. Go to start, basic statistic, store descriptive statistic. What you wanted to store first quartile, third quartile, and interquartile. So all these things it will stamp here. The value will get stamped here. That's it. So it is much easier. And for example, if you wanted to append the data, let's say instead of 3800 you wanted to make 3900, and you have one more value, let's say 200, 2000 we have, and 2100 we have. So all these, all you need to do is you need to go to here, and then just check this value one more time, and then give okay. All these value automatically got calculated, right? So it has got calculated. So one more time, if you wanted to find out, you wanted to erase everything and find out one more time also, you can do. So let's say you wanted to erase all these value and find out from the beginning also is doable. So this is Minitab, and then mini display descriptive statistic. I've changed the value. Now I wanted to find out all. Give okay. So now it has got changed. 17, and the mean value has got change, and the quartile has got change, and range has got change, everything. So in Minitab you can do much faster. Even if it is same 17 line item also, it takes the same time. Even if you have 1 million of data, if you copy paste in the Minitab, it takes the same amount of time, even n equal to 17, even n equal to 1 million, right? So this is the beauty of Minitab. I hope this is very useful for you. Please do like, share, subscribe my channel. Have a nice day ahead.